in the speaking part of PTE, you have this reading task, right? So you have 40 seconds to read the text aloud. A few things I want to mention. First of all, the text itself is not long. It is something that any reasonable human being can read in 40 seconds. So please don't rush. The number one mistake is people rush, okay? Second mistake is people don't start here with a deep breath. Make sure you have a deep breath at the start, and that will help you gain some confidence, relax, and that's what you need at the start, because usually people get the starting wrong. They usually would mix up some words or stutter, and that's where everything falls apart because your start is not confident enough. Let's talk about your full stops and commas. They are going to be your hints for pauses. So every time there's a full stop or a period, it means you have to pause for 1.5 seconds. Okay, take a 1.5 seconds pause, take a deep breath again, and once again, you're going to recharge to say the next sentence. Whenever you see a comma, it's like a pause from half a second to 1 second. Is especially if you're in a list like this one, half a second is okay. But if it's a big pause in the middle of a long sentence, like a comma in the middle of a long sentence, you can pause for up to a second. Okay, so use commas and pauses. Commas and periods as pauses. They're indications of where pauses should be. Very rarely would you have exclamation marks, so this kind of stuff. If you do, that is expression. So it's usually with I was surprised or this is exciting, and that's when you express it. Happiness, anger, excitement, whatever the feeling is, you have to exaggerate your volume, but it doesn't usually happen. And speaking about that, only emphasize when you see the exclamation marks. There are no marks in PTE for emphasis or tone, so you don't really need to do that. Let's talk about mistakes. Mistakes, for example, if I'm saying United States and I had to say United Nations, you can say sorry or pardon me. Okay? So that depend on the United States, sorry, United Nations to help resolve. That's how you can fix it. It's not ideal, but it's better you fix it by saying sorry than moving on. That will make you lose more marks. So make sure to fix it. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to use our pauses and, sorry, I keep saying that. We're going to use our commas and periods as our hints, and we're going to pause there. Let's start. Since the beginning of the United Nations, it has been working in various sectors, including agriculture, pharmaceutical, and economic areas. Even in the 21st century, there are a lot of countries that depend on the United Nations to help resolve border conflicts, as well as provide emergency funds in times of need. This makes the organization a must-have instead of a luxury. There you go. I pause a little bit here too, and that's fine. There's no full stop or a comma, but you need to take a breath. When one major point is done, take a breath. Don't say a long sentence in one breath. It's naturally impossible as well. Okay, moving on to the next.